Fairy Tail 2 feels like a true love letter to fans. Fast-paced battles keep fights lively, with flashy magic attacks and familiar teamwork moments. The story stays focused on friendship and rivalry, giving emotional weight to key scenes. Side quests add welcome depth without dragging. Visuals stay colorful and expressive, and the soundtrack fits each moment well. Characters remain faithful to their personalities, making every chapter fun and rewarding to play. Combat depth grows steadily, rewarding smart timing and skill use while keeping pacing smooth. Lost in Random: The Eternal Die is a wonderfully bizarre journey through a world ruled by chance, bursting with charm and personality. The Tim Burton-esque art style is captivating, and the unique dice-based combat system keeps battles fresh and strategic. Characters are quirky, memorable, and voiced with surprising heart. The atmosphere effortlessly balances whimsy with darkness, making each new area exciting to explore. It's a creative triumph that blends storytelling and gameplay into a memorable adventure full of imagination, magic, and well-earned surprises. Gardening becomes a meditative puzzle in this gentle, nature-focused adventure. A small spirit tends to overgrown landscapes, coaxing flowers to bloom by solving environmental riddles. Each stage unfolds at a tranquil pace, encouraging careful observation rather than rushed solutions. Uncovering optional seeds and nurturing rare plants extend playtime for completionists seeking fuller gardens. Soft watercolor aesthetics and a delicate ambient soundtrack create quiet restoration. Every puzzle solved feels like breathing life into a forgotten meadow. Kingdom Defense, stripped to its most elegant essentials, creates something unexpectedly compelling. A lone monarch builds and protects a realm against relentless nighttime invasions. Days pass quickly, placing structures, while nights demand mounted combat alongside troops against overwhelming odds. Unlockable modifiers and varied maps encourage repeated attempts with fresh strategies. Minimalist low-poly visuals and an understated score emphasize tension without clutter. This refined blend of strategy and action proves that restraint in design yields remarkably satisfying depth.
Seeing you walk around this place brings back memories.
Reality bends through a photograph in this mind-altering puzzle game. An explorer navigates surreal spaces where placing images reshapes the physical world. Solutions emerge through creative perspective shifts, rewarding lateral thinking throughout. Hidden collectibles and alternate approaches invite exploration beyond initial completions. Striking contrast between photographs and environments blur art styles seamlessly. A contemplative soundtrack reinforces the dreamlike atmosphere. Viewfinder masterfully reshapes expectations of spatial problem solving.
Wait, this can't be the end of everything we've worked for.
Spirittea is a charming blend of Stardew Valley and Spirited Away, inviting players into a world where helping spirits and running a bathhouse feels surprisingly therapeutic. The pixel art is delightful, and the characters are quirky yet memorable. Managing tasks, discovering secrets, and bonding with townsfolk feels rewarding without being overwhelming. The soothing soundtrack complements the relaxed gameplay loop perfectly. This cozy life sim captures a rare sense of peace and whimsy that makes each session feel like a warm cup of tea shared with friends. Late 90s shooter intensity roars back in this remastered classic. Turok battles through alien-infested worlds teeming with savage creatures and biomechanical horrors. Combat feels weighty and brutal, with an iconic arsenal rewarding aggressive play and careful ammo management. Sprawling maze-like levels hide numerous secrets, encouraging thorough exploration across multiple playthroughs. Enhanced visuals sharpen the original's dark atmosphere while maintaining its gritty aesthetic. A thundering soundtrack amplifies every encounter. Coromon is an exciting turn-based warfare game set in the land of Velua. As a rookie battle researcher, you must assemble a team of Coromon, chase down intruders, and deal with an emerging threat. The game includes over 100 beautiful animals, each with their own set of characteristics and abilities. Players must learn a stamina-based fighting system, selecting skills and attacks intelligently. The game takes place in 6 primary zones and cities, with hundreds of interconnected paths loaded with missions, mysteries, and goods. .30XX is an exciting action platformer game that mixes old principles with current roguelike aspects to provide limitless replay value. It has thrilling action scenes, precise platforming puzzles, and amazing sprite work. Each character has a distinct playstyle, allowing players to learn skills and explore sophisticated systems. The game's ever-changing nature ensures that no 2 playthroughs are the same, and its roguelike advancement system allows players to fine-tune their gameplay. .30XX has both local and online multiplayer possibilities, which improves the whole experience. Kill Knight is a fast-paced top-down action game set in the Abyss, where players must defeat the final angel. The game has 5 Eldritch layers, each more deadly than the last, and a slick, minimalist design with vintage images. The game also includes an Endermal Conquest mode, in which players can obtain new equipment for their knight's arsenal. The game features an immersive, otherworldly environment with a retro-inspired aesthetic, and players can climb the global leaderboards to compete against friends for high-score dominance. Bleak Sword DX captures attention with its minimalist art style and intense combat. Each diorama-sized level throws players into tense, strategic battles that reward patience and precision. The moody atmosphere and sharp sound design amplify every encounter, making even the smallest victories feel earned. With its striking aesthetic and satisfying mechanics, the game builds a consistently engaging challenge that's hard to put down. Fans of action games with bite-sized depth will find plenty to enjoy here. Dreamscaper is an action roguelike game with a distinct waking or dreaming gameplay cycle. Players may explore the city of Reedhaven, form relationships, and acquire permanent enhancements to tackle bigger goals. The game blends permadeath and lucid abilities to create an immersive experience. Players encounter formidable bosses who represent feelings such as isolation, fear, negativity, and loss. The complex battle system rewards skillful play with a variety of weapons and methods. PowerSlave Exhumed is a new version of the classic console game. The game takes players on a trip through the ancient Egyptian city of Karnak, where hostile extraterrestrial forces have arrived, isolating the residents and causing mayhem. Key features include immersive first-person action, over 20 levels of non-stop gameplay, completely 3D-generated scenery, and the ability to cross dangerous bridges and submerged caverns. Players can also equip themselves with a wide range of weaponry such as hand grenades, flamethrowers, M60 machine guns, and mystical cobra staffs. Rock of Ages 3. Make and Break is a delightfully chaotic blend of tower defense and arcade-style boulder-rolling mayhem. The quirky humor, historical satire, and Monty Python-esque art style make it a memorable experience from the start. What really shines is the level editor, letting players craft and share their own creative stages, adding tons of replay value. The physics-based gameplay feels satisfyingly unpredictable, and the variety of game modes keeps things fresh. It's a wacky, strategic, and hilariously fun ride that's hard to put down. Laika Age Through Blood is a hauntingly beautiful blend of motorbike action and somber storytelling. The hand-drawn visuals are breathtaking, and the unique mix of platforming with physics-based writing feels incredibly fluid. Combat is surprisingly tactical, with the slow-motion gunplay adding satisfying tension. What truly sets it apart is its emotional depth. Laika's journey is raw, poetic, and unforgettable. Every challenge feels meaningful, and every success earned. It's a soulful ride through a wasteland that lingers in your mind long after. Rebel Transmute delivers an engaging blend of fast-paced action and strategic depth that keeps players hooked from start to finish. The vibrant visuals and fluid animations bring the world to life, while the challenging gameplay strikes a perfect balance between skill and creativity. Each level offers fresh mechanics that encourage experimentation and mastery. The soundtrack complements the intense moments beautifully, enhancing the overall experience. This game stands out as a must-play for fans of dynamic, skill-driven adventures. Astronite is a game that keeps players engaged with its fast-paced combat and clever level design. Each encounter feels meaningful, with weapons and abilities that encourage experimentation and strategic thinking. The environments are varied, giving a sense of progression and exploration without ever feeling repetitive. Enemy encounters are challenging without being frustrating, making every victory satisfying. The soundtrack and visuals complement the action perfectly, creating an adventure that's thrilling and rewarding throughout. Hello, Goodboy is a beautiful story about a young boy who navigates the afterlife with the help of his beloved dog. They traverse magnificent settings and meet a variety of personalities, each with their own stories and obstacles. Coco's excellent sense of smell and Eco's problem-solving abilities contribute to unlocking the afterlife's mysteries. The novel is full with warmth and intrigue, evoking a lovely fairy tale atmosphere. However, time is limited, therefore, it is critical to choose wisely who to spend time with. Cosmic horror twists into procedurally generated nightmare fuel. An acolyte ventures through eldritch landscapes where grotesque creatures writhe unpredictably with each encounter. Combat flows chaotically, demanding quick adaptation as no two monstrosities behave identically. Unlocking new classes and magical abilities between runs reshapes tactical options over time. Dark, painterly visuals drip with dread while an unsettling ambient score deepens the creeping insanity. Roguelite structure ensures endless replayability across shifting terrain.
Codename Jupiter Hell.
Jupiter Hell delivers a brutal, atmospheric fusion of turn-based tactics and roguelike intensity, wrapped in a gritty sci-fi aesthetic. Every move matters. Every shot counts, and that tension fuels an addictive gameplay loop. The heavy metal soundtrack pulses with energy, amplifying the chaos as demons close in. Procedurally generated levels keep each run fresh, while deep character builds offer real replay value. It's smart, stylish, and satisfyingly punishing. For fans of strategy with a shot of adrenaline, this one hits like a railgun blast to the chest.
This is an automated warning message. You are approaching the event.
Fashion Police Squad is a vibrant, tongue-in-cheek shooter that turns bad fashion into a crime worth fixing. With clever humor, fast-paced gameplay, and a refreshingly unique premise, it's a stylish blast from start to finish. Each level bursts with color and charm, while the arsenal of fabulous weapons keeps combat fun and inventive. The witty writing and upbeat energy create a standout experience that doesn't take itself too seriously. A fabulous blend of fashion and action that's both creative and genuinely entertaining throughout. The City of Beats is a roguelite twin-stick shooter in which music affects every part of the gameplay. Players may go on limitless voyages over dynamically created areas, experiencing new obstacles, monsters, and improvements. They can make alliances with a variety of characters, including repair bots, merchants, and mysterious robotic beings. The center hub allows players to improve their primary abilities, get new weapons, and add extensions. Staying connected to the music is essential for success in this dynamic and rhythmic world. Blade Assault is a 2D action roguelite platformer set in a barren sci-fi landscape. Players join a rebel unit operating from the Undercity to battle Esperanza's corrupt military. The game has beautiful pixel imagery, excellent controls, and a delightful cast of characters. Players can obtain and personalize transformable weapons using cores and transform upgrades that arrive at random throughout gameplay. The gameplay is fast-paced, with players employing a variety of skills to avoid opponent assaults, unleash strong missiles, and cut through enemy swarms. Dark Deity 2 raises the bar with sharper battles, richer classes, and steady progress that keeps each chapter engaging from the early moments onward. The maps feel thoughtfully crafted, pushing careful planning while still keeping the tempo lively. Party growth stays satisfying, giving real freedom to shape every hero's path. The story moves with clear focus, backed by strong dialogue and a memorable cast. A strategy game worth many hours for players seeking steady challenge, firm depth, and consistent quality in every fight.
That fate is exactly what I'm afraid of. You're destroying our last...
Precision platforming meets vibrant Atari legacy in this demanding side-scroller. A nimble hero dashes through colorful worlds consumed by creeping darkness. Tight controls and pixel-perfect timing define every leap and wall jump across treacherous terrain. Collectible orbs unlock bonus challenges testing seasoned veterans. Bold, saturated colors and fluid animations give each world distinct identity. An energetic electronic soundtrack keeps pace with relentless action. Mr. Run and Jump is a finely tuned test of reflexes, rewarding persistence and precision. WINDSWEPT creates a mellow, upbeat flow that makes its platforming feel inviting from the moment the journey begins. Stages introduce gentle twists that keep attention steady without overwhelming the player, giving the game a soothing pace perfect for short breaks or longer stretches. The art style adds personality through simple but expressive details, while the soundtrack keeps everything mellow and bright. The whole adventure moves with an easy rhythm that makes it a pleasant, warm-hearted pick for anyone who enjoys relaxed action. Teppo in the Secret Ancient City is a delightful surprise, blending clever puzzles with a charming art style that feels like a living storybook. The level design is thoughtful and rewarding, encouraging exploration without ever feeling overwhelming. Teppo himself is an instantly likable character, and the unfolding mystery keeps you hooked from start to finish. The soundtrack adds a layer of magic, perfectly complementing the game's atmosphere. It's a wonderfully crafted adventure that's both relaxing and engaging, a hidden gem well worth discovering. Dyna Bomb 2 is a fast arcade shooter that rewards quick thinking and smart positioning. Enemy waves keep pressure high, while varied stages stop repetition from setting in. Explosions are punchy, controls stay responsive, and scoring systems push replay runs. Boss fights test pattern reading rather than luck, making wins satisfying. Retro visuals and energetic sound design add personality, turning short sessions into addictive runs worth revisiting again and again, especially for fans of classic score-chasing action and arcade challenges.
Shooting action on Hot Wheels to save the day.
Pressure Overdrive fuels arcade racing with explosive twin-stick shooting and wild diesel punk chaos. The game packs personality into every corner, with zany enemies, satisfying power-ups, and vivid environments. The controls feel sharp, making it easy to drift, dodge, and blast through hectic stages. Vehicle upgrades add a layer of depth that keeps the action engaging. Whether in solo runs or local co-op, it keeps the momentum high. This wild ride keeps the engine roaring, making each session feel fresh and full of energy.
Revamped version with new twin-stick controls, boss fights, and...
The evil sorcerer.
Reknum is a game in which players play Princess Cherry and travel through 6 explorable zones. By gathering crystals from treasure chests, players may improve their passive skills and advance. The game has 2 weapon types, an auto-upgrade passive skill system, platform-based levels, auto-save capabilities, and fast-paced boss encounters. The game also has numerous endings based on player decisions, unlockable outfits and accessories, a compelling plot, replayability with varying difficulty levels, local co-op multiplayer, and achievements and leaderboards for competitive play.
Of Reknum to absorb their vitality and become immortal.